Hi everyone, it's Reader's Workshop. It's Miss Angela. I'm going to try some new things today. I'm going to share my screen with you, so please be patient. I know other teachers have done this, but this is my first time trying to do this. So what we are going to do is we are going to look at my screen. Now we are going to be reading a book this week called Howard B. Wigglebottom. But first, what I would like to show you are some things that we are going to do. Yesterday, we talked about what your job is and what my job is as far as being your teacher. Today, we are talking about rules. So, rules in the classroom. You might hear people say, please be quiet. I know you hear that on your iPad if people are in the background talking. Sometimes, maybe at home or at school, you might hear the word trouble. Now, if someone gets in trouble, they maybe have made the wrong choice. Maybe they didn't do the right thing. And if you need to have a warning, that might mean it's just a reminder, just a gentle reminder of what you need to do. And sometimes if you get those gentle reminders a few times, we have something in the classroom called Take a Break, where you have time to be alone and think about what you need to do. So today I would like you to think about those words that are in this story. So our story today is Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns to Listen. Now this is one of my favorite books. I'm going to try to get a full screen here. There we go. Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns to Listen. Now I'm looking at this. This is backwards to you, isn't it? So I will just show you the pictures and I can read the words. Meet Howard B. Wigglebottom. Howard is always in trouble at school because, well, Howard just doesn't listen. Did you hear that word trouble? I wonder what kind of trouble. Does this look like something you should be doing in class? Probably not, unless the teacher asked you to make a paper airplane and dance around. During story time, instead of quietly listening, Howard bounces around the room. Oh, that does not sound safe. And his teacher says, Howard B. Wigglebottom, please sit down, be quiet, and listen. But Howard doesn't listen. Howard B. Wigglebottom, you are bouncing too close to the fan. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, this is something good readers do. They stop and think when they're reading. What might happen? But Howard doesn't listen. Oh no, poor Howard got hurt. Do you think that his teacher gave him a warning saying that he was too close to the fan? I think so. Hey, Howard, watch your step. At lunchtime, his friends, there's that word, try to warn him. What is going to happen if he steps on that? Let's find out. But Howard doesn't listen. Oh no. After lunch, Howard's friend tries to tell him something important. And this picture is interesting. It just shows these words up here and it says blah, 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 blah. He's not hearing what she's saying. What do you think she might be saying to him? But Howard doesn't listen. Oh no. And this time he kind of hurt his friend. He didn't mean to, but he wasn't listening. On the playground, Howard's teammates tried to help him. This says, keep your eye on the ball, Howard. That means look at the ball so you know where it is and it doesn't boink on you. But Howard doesn't listen. Oh no, his poor eye. In the art room, the teacher reminds the class, kids, try to keep the paint on your paper. But Howard doesn't listen. So the teacher asks him to take a time out. And at Como Park Elementary School, we ask you to take a break. And that's something that we'll talk about another time. When you take a break, you think. He feels sad. Howard does not like being alone and in trouble. He thinks and thinks about his day. So he's doing his job there. He's thinking. He is alone. But sometimes it's nice to be alone to do your thinking. Howard makes up his mind. From that moment on, he will try very hard to be the best listener he can be. This is a fun part. So the next day, Howard does listen during story time. Oh, and the way his ears are perked up, it looks like he's enjoying listening. He waits for his turn to talk and then asks questions about the story. Now that's a good reader. Howard gets a #1 listener star because Howard is really listening. He looks happy there too, doesn't he? While walking home, Howard uses both his eyes and ears to help stay safe. Howard really is listening. When Howard gets home, he listens to his mother. She says to him, "Please hang up your backpack and clean up your room now." Howard is really listening. He said, "Okay, Mom," and he did what she asked. So Howard gets extra time to play and have fun. "Awesome ears, Howard," says the squirrel. Time for a bedtime story. Please brush your teeth first, Howard. Howard B. Wigglebottom is really listening. And then it's time for sleeping. And he's listening almost all of the time. Oh, that's wonderful. So, you used some words that you knew to help you understand the story. Remember, one of the words was warn. Can you tell someone what that word means? How about time out or take a break? Maybe you have a connection with that. And I want you to know that we have that word trouble, but trouble does not always mean a bad thing. And taking a break isn't always bad either. It just gives you some time to think. So today, when you are reading, maybe you can look at the book first, think about what you might already know about it or need to know, and then see if that is in your book. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.